Hey y'all, it's Kim from Kim Dixon Creative. I'm here today using the Not Too Shabby June 2023 Paper Pad Club. And I'm exclusively going to use the Summer Ginghams paper pad. And I'm using also the Lawn Fawn platform pop-up die. It's so fun to play with. The add-on, the pop-up platform add-on, I'm going to be using So Very My stamp set and die set and the How You Bean buttons stamp set and die set. So what I want to do is I want to have the collection of buttons that's in the How You Bean stamp set, but I want it in the different pattern papers. So I stamped out the collection over on a scrap piece of cardstock, and now I'm going to stamp out several buttons using all of the different color papers in the paper pad. And so, and I just kind of set my MISTI up so that I could do stamp 1, 2, 3, and just, stamp one, move my paper, stamp the next one, move my paper. And now I'm going to trim it out and so that it'll go through my die cut machine, because there is a die for this little button. And if you don't have the die set for this little button, not a big deal. It's a circle. It's not that hard. And so I'm just going to kind of lay my buttons out to roughly come up with the same layout as that collection that's in the stamp set. I thought that was easier than trying to paper piece that one stamp set or one image on the stamp. And so I've got it kind of basically like I want it. You can also see that I've stamped and colored some of the images from my from the So Very Mice stamp set. Now I've cut out all my pieces for my pop-up platform and for my add-on, and I'm going to go through and score and fold on these score lines. Now, I don't have enough time in this video to get into the real details of how to put this together, but later on this week on my channel, Kim Dixon Creative, I'm going to have a more detailed video telling how I actually put this together, because it seems complicated until you've done it a couple of times. But it turns out so cute. I love this die set. It's just so precious. And once you get it finished, it will fit in an A2 card or A2 envelope. But I'm going through and just folding on all my score lines and getting it ready to put together. Now here's where I want to use double-sided tape. I'm going to put that double-sided tape at the bottom of the T on two of them, and at that little lip there that you fold in on the actual pop-up platform. You slide that T in there with the adhesive facing away from you. You pull the T and fold it on that first score line past your little lip, and then stick down your little flap. Then you're going to remove your released paper on your tape, fold on the next score line and fold that under and adhere it, and you have 1/2 of your pop-up. You see I've done both of them now. Now I'm going to join the two together. So I'm going to put some double-sided tape on the little flap. You have one side that has a little flap and one side that doesn't. So I'm going to place my tape there. And also on the third T, you're going to cut that down where the score line is. And you're going to put some sticky tape on the bottom part of the T, what would be the vertical part of the T. And you're just going to line it up in the middle there with the other T part that you've already attached. So one side's going to have 2 T's, one side's only going to have 1. And so when you put it together, that third T is going to be in the middle. Now let's put some double-sided tape on the inside of the pop-up platform that doesn't have the T. And then I'm going to take those little tabs and line them up and get those put together. Same thing, I'm going to take my release tape off, fold it in half, line it up, press that down, and then you've got that last flap that you're going to take the release tape off and line that up, and you have your pop-up box. In the pop-up platform, the die set, you have these little arches that you can use, and I have chosen to use the green gingham to go there. That's where your little images are going to reside. They're going to sit there, and that's where you're going to glue them. I'm just checking to make sure everything works, and it does. Also, you have the matting pieces in the die set, and so I've done that as well, so I'm going to glue those down. You can choose to mat just the front, or you can mat both sides, and I chose to mat both sides, so I cut 2 of the rectangles and 4 of the squares so that I could mat all the way around. Now I've got all my matting pieces on. Now it's time to glue in the platform add-on. This adds like a little backstage area, if you will, or a scene in the back if you want to. And so I've got that down and kind of squished it together, made it flat so that I can make sure that all my edges were glued well. Now I'm going to start adding my little images to my tabs, my little T pieces that I have. So I wanted that button collection in the back. I definitely want my little dress form in the front. So I'm going to put my little dress form in the front with one of my little mice working on it. And I've got all of my pieces glued in. Now I'm going to stamp out a little sentiment that says thinking of you. I'm just going to do a little rough cut of it. I'm not being too particular. It's straight-ish, and that's good enough for me. And then I'm going to put that on the front of my little pop-up platform there. And I'm going to use a little half piece of foam dot on the back and let that be popped up. Because y'all know, every one of my cards almost has some foam tape somewhere. So I had to have a little bit. But, and it's easier, I'm going to flatten it out and put it down right there. And that gingham makes getting everything straight so easy. And so I'm thinking I've got that one mouse left and I want to put him somewhere. I'm not sure where I want to put him. Do I want to put him on the back? Do I want to put him on the buttons? And I decided to put him on the side of the buttons there. And any of the leftover buttons that I had from my collection, I just kind of glued in different places around the pop-up. And there you have our card. I think it's so cute. I love the pop-up platform die. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video with me. This video is a little bittersweet. I roll off of the design team this time, and so this is my last video for Not Too Shabby, at least for now. I've so much enjoyed my time on the design team at Not Too Shabby and my time sharing with you all. And I hope to see you all again. I'll be over in the Not Too Shabby group on Facebook, so I'll still be hanging around and using products because I love Jamie's products. I really do. I will link all of the products that I used in the description box below, and if there's any that aren't available anymore, I'll let you know. But I think everything is still available. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. I really enjoyed getting to know all of you. I enjoyed working with Jamie and the rest of the design team. But for right now, for the Not Too Shabby channel, this is a goodbye for me. I love you all. Bye.